All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on. First of all, in Cloudcroft, where we do have a mix of sun and clouds throughout the morning hours. We'll put this into motion, and we are continuing to see at least some active skies, even though we're not getting any precip here yet. But it does look like the Sacramento Mountains, one of the favored locations to pick up precip throughout the afternoon. That included with the Northern Mountains and the Gila. Higher elevation locations definitely the place to try to get it, because with high pressure over the state, we will be hard pressed to get showers and storms in some of the lower elevation communities, and that does include the metro, where right now we are seeing a mix of sun and clouds as well. And the temperature, not too bad, 79 degrees. West wind at 5 miles per hour. We're looking at temperatures mainly in the 60s and 70s over the northern mountains, 64 for Alamosa, 73 in Taos, 74 in Las Vegas. Down to the south, a little bit warmer, but still not too bad. 85 degrees in Roswell, 90 in Carlsbad, 87 in TRC, and 84 currently in Silver City. We do have just a few isolated showers going. We do have one or two that are now starting to pop up over the Sacramento Mountains, also a few going over the Gila, and we'll continue to watch for a couple of storms to pop up over the northern mountains as well, but that will be about the extent of our rainfall coverage for today, as high pressure will be sliding over the state of New Mexico, but it won't stay over the state over the next couple of days like the past couple of times that we've seen this happen. It will continue to trek to the east, and with that happening, we'll start to open back up into more of a monsoonal flow, at least very briefly for the day tomorrow, and then things get even more interesting toward the end of the week. So high pressure continues to slide toward the east. We will start to open up some of that monsoon moisture for the western and central part of the state for tomorrow, and then out to the west we have a storm system, and that's actually going to move into our direction as we move into the latter part of the week, keeping the shower chances around. And we are really starting to see some changes. Usually this time of the year we're still seeing the monsoon flow giving us a decent chance of rain showers across the state of New Mexico, but we're starting to see those changes where we're seeing more storm systems from the north and west come into the state. Those storms, along with the backdoor cold fronts on the back end of these systems, bring us our precip chances, start to cool the air down, and we're already starting to see signs of that change in the conditions. So we'll continue to transition over the next 4 weeks or so, and this is actually encouraging news, because we are looking for a little bit better precip chance for the fall and winter months with El Nino starting to set in, and it looks like this is actually the first signs that we may actually see a decent fall and winter season for precip. So encouraging news on the way for us as we move over the next couple of months and toward the end of the year. And even though we're not seeing the monsoon flow, we're still getting showers right now. We've actually have seen about 1.5 inches of rainfall in the month of August alone in Albuquerque, which is far more than we saw in June and July. So it doesn't really matter how we get the precip. The fact is we're getting it, and that's certainly some good news. Southern Colorado for today, highs in the low to mid 80s with scattered afternoon showers and storms. Will continue with good chances with highs in the upper 70s through the end of the week, then a little bit drier and a little bit warmer for the weekend. Over the northwest, we're looking for partly cloudy skies here. Not really the favored location to pick up showers and storms, but we will start to see an increase in that shower activity through the middle and latter part of the week, then a little bit drier with highs back in the low 90s for the weekend. Over the southwest, we'll be looking for afternoon showers and storms, especially over the Gila, highs in the 80s and 90s. We stay in the low 80s for Silver City over the next couple of days with showers and storms continuing, then spot storm chances over the weekend. Over the southeast, scattered afternoon showers and storms, highs in the 80s and 90s. We stay in the low 90s for Roswell for the end of the week. Those storm chances start to taper off toward the end of the week, and we cut them off altogether over the weekend with highs back into the mid to upper 90s. Over the northeast, scattered afternoon showers and storms, highs in the low to mid 80s, 78 for Mora. We're staying in the low 80s over the middle and latter part of the week with showers and storms continuing, and then spot storm chances over the weekend with highs back to the mid 80s. Over the northern mountains, scattered afternoon showers and storms, highs in the 70s and 80s. We stay in the low 80s for Wednesday and Thursday, as well as Friday, with storm chances continuing, spot storm chances for the weekend with highs starting to creep back to the mid 80s by the middle or beginning of next week rather. East Mountains, afternoon showers and storms, highs in the mid to upper 80s. We'll make all the way to the low 90s in the metro today with a few storms possible. Not really the favored location. We'll keep that 1 in 4 shot for today. Better chances for the middle and latter part of the week as we start to see that storm system slide through, and then back to spot storm chances for the weekend.
All right, grass looks good.
Yes.
Thanks, John.